I think we're ready to begin. Hello, 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 everyone. This is VenusZen, 6 Gamer on the internet today. Yet another advanced preview of a soon-releasing Japanese game. This is Disgaea 5 Complete. This also has the honor of being my first ever Nintendo Switch game stream, so I'm pretty excited about that. This comes by way of Nippon Ichi Software. NIS America actually provided me the game for free to show off and stream. So it's releasing tomorrow, exclusively for Nintendo Switch. The original Disgaea 5, I believe, has been available on the PS4 since 2015. But this all-new Nintendo Switch edition is obviously boasting portability. It's obviously going to include all the DLC. It's probably the ideal way to play Disgaea 5, and either way, we're going to find out. Let's just go through a quick look at the options menu here. Allied attack animations, enemy effects. For those who don't know, Disgaea is a highly beloved cult strategy RPG series, kind of in the vein of Fire Emblem, only more Japanese and ridiculous. So, movement speed, player cursor speed, network, icon, no, language. Yeah, I want to be able to understand what we're doing. Just to note, I am playing this with a Switch Pro controller. You can use the Joy-Con grip, or you can use the Pro controller. I'm opting for the Pro controller, because personally I really like it. So, let's get started.
A netherworld crisis of extinction-level proportions was perpetrated by the Demon Emperor, Void Dark.
That's on the nose.
Historians of later generations look back in puzzlement at this historical event, the largest netherworld war, which erupted and expanded in a flash, and ended in just one night.
It's not much of a war, then.
Some call it the war with no victor, while others call it the war with no hero. The truth of this event remains a mystery to this day.
Is it really that epic? It sounds short and uneventful. Oh, no, that's anything but uneventful. We've entered Disgaea territory.
It's reckless of you to invade the territory of the lost.
I'll bet it is.
I don't know which netherworld you're from, but we're gonna put you in your place.
English voice acting is something. This is just a sampling of the outrageous monsters you can fight against.
Madam Seraphina, at this rate they're gonna annihilate us, dude!
Oh, Prinnies, gotta love them.
What did you just say? I will not abide being annihilated.
Can you tell this guy has a bit of a sense of humor? Just a little bit?
1 sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now, put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
Oh, God. I feel so bad for the Pretties. Like, this cult series then gave the Pretties a cult following of their own, and I can see why.
1 sardine to fight a merciless battle isn't a fair trade, dude!
He's also well apprised of labor laws.
First of all, it's impossible for us to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark on our own, dude!
When you name your kid Void Dark, you just have to know that they're going to become an evil megalomaniac. Ugh, kills me, RPG parents.
Though it's against my upbringing to sully my own hands, this once I shall unleash my overload power, Baylor Gaze. Excuse me, you right there. What do you think you're doing?
I think he's eating ramen in the middle of a battlefield like a champ.
Eating, obviously.
That's a factual statement. I agree. Nothing to dispute there.
It's a fluffy rising dragon bowl, with all white breast meat from a 1,000-year-old dragon lord, and its egg. It's delicious.
Not exactly something you can find on Amazon.
All right then, I'm finished refueling. Let me get rid of these guys.
Oh, so that's the end of the game then.
You destroyed an entire squad of the Lost Army single-handedly.
He's probably got the cheats on him, alright?
I found my prince.
You know, I already went through one of these weird Japanese situations during my stream of Akiba's Beat. I really don't need to go through this again. Maybe she'll give me a sardine for 20 hours of labor. Oh, I'm so sorry. If at any point you ever want to ask me what's going on, just know in advance that I don't have an answer for you. This is a really epic intro. It lifts my heart to see that only Japan could produce something so ridiculous and yet so awesome in its nonsensical nature. I love it. What is any of this? Who cares? So if you were taking notes with that, what we've determined so far is there's some kind of battle going on. Oh, Prelude to
Episode
Vengeance.
1.
Well,
Prelude to Vengeance.
they were going to read it out. I was going to read it out. Guys stealing my thunder.
Excuse me, please wait. My goodness. Please wait, Sir Killia. Do you have any idea how much walking I had to do to catch up with you?
Yeah, I had to transition to a whole new screen.
I spent 1 whole hour walking non-stop through the desolate netherworld that is blood-parched.
Lady, come on. Load times are nowhere near that bad.
At this rate, my legs will be as rock-hard as a foolish Gorgon who was petrified by a cockatrice.
Well,
Science?
Madame Seraphina didn't actually take a single step herself, dude.
I
Oh.
will have silence.
Even in static portraits, that looks like it hurt.
If you want to rest, take all the time you want. I'm leaving.
This Killia dude's like super angsty. That's how you know he's a legit RPG protagonist.
How cruel, Sir Killia. Surely you mustn't be planning to leave me here all alone.
I would, in his defense.
You decided on your own to follow me.
You are incorrect. Sir Killia, you decided on your own to save me from the lost. Now you must take responsibility for that decision.
I'm sure he regrets everything about it.
That's unreasonable. I'm out of here.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Seraphina's back in heat.
Why?
I'd like to know that myself.
See? You can't even dodge a simple attack. You must be exhausted, Sir Killia.
Simple attack, you pulled out a freaking Desert Eagle. Just aim it at my portrait. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I mean, I constantly dive headfirst into Japan, and every time, I'm always surprised and disturbed. Gosh, I love this job.
If you keep pushing yourself like this, you will never defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark. In fact, you're liable to become roadkill.
Does Demon Emperor Void Dark run a demolition derby? Because that would actually explain a lot.
This gate connects to a pocket netherworld set aside for my exclusive use.
I'm not sure if I should make a Ramona Flowers joke here, because I know, like, maybe 2 people will get it, but they'll be the coolest 2 people in the chat.
Now, Prinnies, please be Sir Killia's escort. All men are destined to dance in the palm of the hand of the Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina.
I think you display a little bit of textbook narcissism. They've got medication for that. Welcome to my pocket netherworld, Sir Killia. You can walk around in here by using the left stick. When you want to talk to me or the other citizens, then stand in front of them and press the A button. If you want to change the view, press the R or L button. Interesting, I read that the other way around. I guess it's Japanese. To spin the camera, or press Y and R and L to change the zoom. This is the Netherworld Hospital, where when you're injured, come here to treat your wounds. This is the Rosen Queen Company. They sell weapons, armor, and recovery items that you'll need for battle. Okay. When you want to go outside, please talk to the Dimension Prinny. Of course, I'll go with you. Alright, so... Unlike a lot of tactical RPGs, we can actually wander around like this. We can even... Yeah, we can press B and do a little jump. I'm not sure if any of the other buttons do anything. Whoop! X opens the menu. What we got here? Characters! Ugly Goose. That's... Even for a pretty, that's just mean. Okay, Seraphina, Rupert, Jackie... Me. Wait. Her class is a... Oh, Private Prinny, Wanderer, Gorgeous Overlord. Not exactly the Final Fantasy job system in Disgaea. For some reason, I was thrown when I was like, it's a maid. Because even for Disgaea, I don't know if I would send a maid into battle. But anyway, there's our items. We've got Mint Gums, recover HP. Unopened Soda recovers SP. Sardines recover HP and SP. No wonder the Prinnies like them. Fairy Dust cures all ailments. Throwing Knife, not too powerful, but useful as a diversion. So we got a little bit of items. Look at the settings. We already looked at those. Help. The help option is grayed out. There is no help for us here. Oh, I've established this early on. So, at this point, there don't really seem to be any major apparent differences from the original PS4 release, as far as I can see. Which, of course, is good. Since I'm streaming this, I can only show it in docked mode, unfortunately, but I can say that in portable mode, this game looks really good. Like, the smaller screen combined with the 720p graphics, they actually look amazing on a handheld, and that is probably the biggest advantage that the Switch version has over the PS4 version, especially since you lose trophies in this version of the game, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go talk to some people. Demon Emperor Void Dark is feared for being the only invincible overlord, dude. Weren't there like 4 or 5 other games before this? Killia, you're such a daredevil for trying to fight Void Dark, the greatest overlord, all by yourself, dude. Again, much like when I was streaming Samurai Warrior Spirit of Sonata ahead of its release yesterday. No, it's releasing on Tuesday. I did an advanced stream of it yesterday. I could make a joke about me being level 1 and virtually naked there, but that dish Killia was eating was bugging me, so I did some research, dude. Fluffy Rising Dragon Bowls are mentioned in Gourmet Overlord Saverin's novel Delicious Spirit as a classy dish, dude. And I want to try some, dude, just to fight. Oh my gosh. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I think I'd better back away from this guy, too. Let's talk to this lady. I'm serving Madame Seraphina. I'm still a novice maid, but please allow me to work with my coworker without troubling them. By the way, what should I do with these broken plates? There's a lot of character to the world of Disgaea. That's one thing I really love about it. Like, the strategic gameplay is surprisingly in-depth and can be very challenging, despite the game's sense of humor, but I love the character to this world. Getting ready later. Okay, I guess that's not important now.
Hello.
Thank you for visiting. You can watch all the events you've seen in the current run as many times as you want. If there are some events you want to look back on or skip by accident, don't worry, you can watch them here. We welcome unique people who just want to watch the episode previews, too. Alright, please relax and have fun. Oh, this is like cutscenes. Okay. I don't need to see that. Let's look at this. Welcome to the trophy shop. You right there, your aura, you're no ordinary being. I guarantee that you can accomplish something. I've never felt this before. I'll give you high praise for your activities. From now I'll monitor you. I'll give you a special trophy depending on your activities. How about it? A special. Special, I tell you. Now do your best today. Tomorrow I'll be on for my trophies. Go, young one. This isn't... mission jump 1,000 times once you stop. So, even though they don't have a proper achievement system on the Switch, I guess you still technically get the trophies to earn. In a way. That's actually really cool. I like that they kept that in the Switch version. I mean, like, you can't show it off on your PSN profile on Switch, obviously, but...
Wanna know?
Welcome, this is the data shop. You check the items you found, various data that you come across here. When you click all the items, scattered throughout the netherworlds and amass tons of data. So that's for, yeah, item collection and things like that. Not something we're going to worry about on a preview stream. This is a random platform with a nice view. Let's go see.
Yeah, dude!
Let's talk it out. We're demons that get pushed around as underlings in the netherworlds and Celestia, dude. I guess Celestia's like heaven. Each Prinny has the soul of a criminal from the human world trapped inside until they work off their sins, dude. That I do remember. But we have to work 20 hours a day for one sardine, dude. These are sweatshop conditions. How can I pay off my sins?
What do you want?
Ask me anything about weapons. There are a lot of basics, but I think they'll come in handy. Okay, let's ask about humanoid weapons. Humanoid weapons are weapons that only humanoid units can equip. Which weapon would you like to hear about? Wow, there's quite a bit. I like a good sword. Let's ask about the sword. Swords are probably the most basic weapon in the Netherworld. Sword weapon skills are very easy to use, and their areas and ranges are very versatile. Also, units that are equipped with a sword will sometimes parry attacks, so they're also great for defense. Beginners should be able to equip a sword without much trouble. Which one? Okay, so we won't ask about anything more there.
Yeah, dude.
No, I already talked to you.
Come on.
I'm thinking of giving you advice from here on out. I'm going to gather new information. Hold on. I had to sneeze and then the sneeze went away. Oh, damn, that's bad. Okay. I'm going to gather new information, so it'd be nice if you show up sometimes. Okay, not sure what her deal is, but...
Me?
Still preparing the skill shop. Damn. Obey or die, you don't have much time left. The Lost Army publicity. That's funny, the news scroll at the top. Let's go to the equipment shop. If you're going to buy weapons and armor, the Rose and Queen Company is the place to be. We carry weapons and power-up characters and armor that builds defense. It's all up to your taste, but when you buy, you should always consider the balance between weapons and armor. When buying weapons, I recommend weapons that the character specializes in, weapon mastery of A or B. Proficiency level will grow quicker for a character who's equipped with a sword that specializes in swords. So once again, it's kind of like Fire Emblem, and I am continuing to have Fire Emblem on the brain, because I just received an advanced review copy of Fire Emblem Echoes, which I guess that is available to the public now, but I got it in advance and I've been playing that. But as the proficiency level grows, they will learn sword skills, but they will learn them faster if they specialize in swords. Also, whether they specialize in it or not, if you unequip a sword, you can't use sword skills. In the beginning, it's best to equip your favorite weapon and train with it. For further details about weapons, talk to Jen in the Pocket Netherworld. Generally, the more expansive the armor, the better, but it'll also damage your wallet, so think it over before buying. They handle shoes that enhance jogging. Fighting glasses do not boost your jumping, so please wear what you like. Okay. Let's see what he's got here. Oh, his inventory is crap, but then again, it's the beginning of the game, so... Okay, do I have anything equipped right now at all? I have nothing. I'm well and truly naked. Okay. So maybe I will... How much do I have? HL. HL's the currency, so if I get a glasses, power belt, slippers, mostly good for just wearing around the house. Powerful, sure, but ugly as hell. Increases accuracy at bargain basement prices. Okay. Wrinkly clothes. Pot lid. Well, let's see how many slots we have here. Equipment. My main weapon is a thimble. Sub-weapon, armor, wrinkly clothes. So good thing I checked, because we already have wrinkly clothes, apparently. Paw gloves, water pistol. These weapons. Okay, these both have paw gloves, driftwood bow, thimble. I don't know what we're supposed to do about sub-weapons, but... So maybe I'll upgrade the rubber gloves for now. The Pernies were using spears, right? So maybe I'll use the worn bowgun. That's a little bit better than a water pistol, at least. Nope, I don't want to go save. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the rubber gloves. Here, now we get a worn bone gun. Paw gloves, driftwood bow.
Welcome.
So I'll at least try and get the better weapons. That's the toy bow. Doesn't sound that much better, but... Get some more, make sure my units are at least halfway decent before I go out there. Guess I could have just used the shoulder buttons there. That's okay. So if I... Oh, I can give her another weapon. Okay. So how do I take these off? X is remove them. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can give him... Because it doesn't look like he has any good armor at this point, so... Maybe I'll get a pot lid. Make sure they're outfitted. Little better protected now.
Welcome!
Okay. Let's give our characters some nice sub-weapons. I'm probably throwing around more money than I should be, but for the sake of a preview stream, we'll just keep it nice and simple. What did I buy for her again? Got the unfortunate medal for them. Did I not get her anything? I got her the training spear. Okay.
Welcome!
I'll go sell some things we don't need anymore. There, got a little bit more HL for that. Special content shop, you see various content. Special content has been sent to Disgaea 5 here. All the content is very powerful, all the content is very special. Use them wisely according to the situation. This, I think, is all the DLC that comes complete with Disgaea 5 complete. So, let me see this. 1 million HL to all players. Holy crap. I'm not going to redeem any of this right yet. Oh boy, look at that. This is actually quite a lot of DLC for a Switch remaster. I guess it's not really a remaster, it's a port, but even so. That's quite a bit to get. Actually, super professional me. I'm just going to double check the price here to make sure I understand it right, because I think they are selling this for full price. But, okay. Yeah, it is full price. That's what I thought. The Switch version, that is to say, is full price. I think you can still get the PS4 version at a discount. But even for full price, if you missed out on Disgaea 5 the first time, it's cool that they have that much content in there for free, because paying for all that DLC in the PS4 version, that will definitely add up. So, but anyhow, let's go over... Oh, yeah, there's money in there. Maybe I should go open that other chest, Dodoy. Paw gloves obtained. I'll just hang on to those for now, I guess.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Are you finding my pocket netherworld comfortable enough, Sir Killia? How do you like it?
Just as good as it is on PS4.
I don't have any time to waste in a place like this.
My, I can't believe what I'm hearing from someone who eats in the middle of a battle.
It's like, haven't you ever heard that an army marches on its stomach?
One day Disgaea will make full and complete sense, but it's not today.
You're more of a gourmand than you project, Sir Killia. Well, as long as you're strong, it matters not to me. You could say that this pocket netherworld is Sir Killia's and my love nest. Please, feel free to use anything here.
What? I'm sorry, what? Before I go on, what?
Just so you know, I have no intentions of asking anyone for help.
That is simply not possible. You see, Sir Killia, you and I are connected by the red string of fate.
It's more like a blood-stained leash than a red string of fate, dude!
Party pooper. Yeah, I'd shoot him too for saying that, honestly.
You are mine, Sir Killia. Please, do not resist.
Do I need like a whistle or something? I don't know. I don't know if I trust this situation.
And what if I do?
All men are destined to become my obedient servants. Ha!
I'm pretty sure this lady ain't right.
Now, Killia, follow my orders.
Who are you, Pamela Isley? You're not my supervisor.
I refuse.
Huh? That's odd. Ha! Ha!
What? What's going on? What? Is there a squirrel or something? What's this? What was that there? That was not an actual human reaction. Even for your standards.
Now you will find me irresistible.
Lady, clearly there's too much angst for this. The angstometer is like Final Fantasy VIII levels. You're not getting anywhere here.
Even if you are an overlord, you cannot resist the temptation of my overload power, Baylor Gaze.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing, Sir Killia.
What's he trying to do? Oh, angsty and stupid, our hero.
According to the information the Prinnies gathered, there are lost army forces in Bloodparch. Let's get going.
You know what, I'm not even gonna question it. Let's go, Bloodparch. Sounds like fun. Good vacation spot. I can't wait to kick ass here. Alright. A barren land where it hardly ever rains. The plants absorb blood to grow. I'm not a biologist, but I'm pretty sure that that's not how foliage works. Whatever. Select the stage you'd like to go to. Dried up wasteland. Not a lot of blood here. Got a bit of a blood shortage. That was an unnecessary entrance. Ah, whoa, jeez!
What's wrong with you? Who goes around shooting at someone before finding out who they are?
Has anybody told Seraphina that she has a serious impulse control problem? I'm honestly worried for her psychological health. Again, even by the standards of this franchise.
I am truly sorry. Your social status is clearly lower than mine, and you seem like a small fry, so I took the shot.
That's I can't fault that logic, I guess.
Who are you calling a small fry? We are the aristocracy of Bloodparch.
Yeah, you sure look like nobles.
We are cracking down on anyone who looks suspicious and taxing them.
I've got 1 million HL in the bank, apparently, so go nuts.
Aristocracy? But you all look so shabby.
Their lives were probably ruined by the Lost, and they have since lowered themselves to being bandits.
The lowliest of strategy RPG opponents.
Shut up! Just listen. If you don't want to die, then hand over all the money you've got.
I just bought a bunch of shit. All my money's in the...
I do not even have a single hell to give to dirty bandits like you.
The currency is actually called Hell. I'm a little rusty on my Disgaea, but how did Hell become legal tender? Hell itself, I gotta go back and revisit all the older Disgaea games, because I'm very confused here.
Aren't you guys demons too? If you really need some money, then why don't you use force and take it?
If this is our first battle, this is gonna be our first battle, isn't
In any
it?
event, dirty bandits like you don't stand a chance of defeating Sir Killia.
They honestly don't, considering how the game opened, but...
What are you talking about? You're gonna have to fight too.
Excuse me?
I've got something I need to do. I don't have time to protect an unsophisticated princess forever.
Sick burn, dude.
I'll teach you the basics so that you can figure out the rest by yourself.
Are you telling me to do manual labor?
Even worse, a tutorial?
If you don't, then I'm leaving right now.
Very well, I'll fight. It seems I have no choice. However, I don't have any fighting experience whatsoever.
I don't think any of us do. I don't know how Killian did that opening intro thing, to be honest.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given how often you've been firing your gun this whole time.
Hey, the game's pointing out the ridiculous things.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna chat? Hurry up and cough up every hell you have, or you're gonna be sorry.
So when do I get to spank these idiots?
Seems like they're ready to start. Prepare yourself.
I guess I have no choice. In that case, I'll strip everything of value from those bandits.
Yeah, I bet you will. Want to see the basics of battle? Yes, please.
I don't know if it's true or not, But let's start with the basics, since you claim you've never fought before.
I'm not new here. You're new here.
Tutorial, Basics of Battle. First, place the cursor over the base panel.
But he didn't say press the
Next,
A button.
select the character you want to dispatch. If you select the wrong character, place the cursor over that character. It will return the unit.
There's part of that instruction you're just not skipping over. Are you gonna go as far as to make a complete mockery of your own universe and then not break the fourth wall? Because I think that's cowardice, Killian.
Which one should I dispatch? Well, all Prinnies look alike, right?
That's racist.
Yeah, dude!
Now, try to give orders to the character you dispatched.
Leave it to me. I'm great at ordering them around.
Yeah, I bet you are, psycho.
I've only got bad feelings about this dude.
First, select Move to get closer to the enemy.
Roger. Charge the enemy, Prinny.
Wait, it's not letting me do
Alright,
it.
After you move, select the attack command.
I can make my way around a menu, Disgaea.
Huh? It didn't attack. Could it be... Is that Prinny disobeying my order?
Absolutely not, dude!
That step was just to register an action. We'll execute the registered action next. Press the button to bring up the menu, and select either Execute or End Turn. Of course, for now.
Select execute, correct?
What's up, dude?
Well, that wasn't very
I
effective.
see. So this is how I can control my servants as freely as I want.
That's right. Register action, execute. Remember this flow.
But why can't you attack right away when you select attack?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Because it takes strategy to pull off team attacks and combos. Tutorial, team attacks and combos. Alright, now let me teach you about team attacks and combos.
Now, I guess I better get a notepad here. Go start writing this down.
Let's end this quick!
It's my turn.
Let's
It's
go!
my turn. It's my turn.
Oh, shit! Oh, that guy's gotta be dead after that.
These are team attacks and combos.
The love between Sir Killia and I will explode into a passionate team attacking combo.
I don't think that's what that is.
You're going a little too far with the love and passion. Don't stick anything weird in between the lines.
Okay, that one's on him because he clearly doesn't recognize what universe he's in.
When attacking, if an ally is next to you, it may trigger a team attack. Up to 4 people can join a team attack. A combo is triggered when you or your allies attack an enemy consecutively. The damage increases the longer the combo is. Performing team attacks and combos requires you to register actions.
I see. Taking that into consideration, team attacks and combos wouldn't be possible if you attacked right away.
When using multiple allies, actions will be executed in the order they were registered. As a beginner at battles, you should try to focus on creating combos and organize your moves accordingly.
So that's kind of a key thing in Disgaea, as you can see. It's not just about, the Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem style basic attacking.
By the way, what happens when you select end turn?
Before he addresses that stupid question. Basically, yeah, you can arrange your allies to use combo attacks in battle, and that's, you expend more attacks by doing that, but obviously that's more powerful, and you could feasibly overwhelm a unit a lot easier than just sending an individual unit to attack them. It's kind of a cool hook, and it helps with the strategy.
It switches to the enemy's turn. If you carelessly end your turn, it'll bite you back hard.
Aha! Press.
Why did you press it?
Worth it. Counter, counter. Oh,
You
man.
did that on purpose, right? Right?
Of course not. This is my very first time experiencing battle, so I was simply a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'll bet you were, lady.
From now on, I should be more worried of you instead of the enemies. If your HP is reduced to 0, you won't be able to fight. You can recover at the Pocket Netherworld's hospital.
My, so it doesn't mean that you die?
Right, because we're demons. We don't die that easily.
That's good, because these games are not easy.
However, if all dispatch characters are defeated, and you can't dispatch anymore, then it's game over.
Alright, so I just have to make the Prinny's charge, right?
How did you process all that information and arrive at that result? Well, anyway, if you open the menu with the button and select Help, you can check what I just taught you. If there's anything you aren't sure of, then you should use that as a reference during your fight. Alright, let's get to the real battle. Let's begin.
So let's see. Strategy RPGs aren't my #1 genre, but we'll see how far we get with Disgaea. I think the opportunity to play this on the go with the Switch is awesome, actually. Like I said, I'm playing it on the TV for the sake of the stream, but when you take this on the go, I feel like it makes the game even better, because a lot of my favorite Disgaea games are the ones they made for the Vita. Since I feel like this is a franchise that really benefits from being able to just pull it out and do the tactical RPG battles at your leisure. Not that the PS4 and PS3 and PS2 games were bad, obviously, but I don't know. I just think Disgaea and strategy RPGs in general are even better when they're portable. So I'm really glad that they made this Nintendo Switch port for Disgaea 5. But let's get everybody arranged here. So I'll go up.
All men are my servants.
I'll go surround. I don't know if that's gonna hit him.
I'm gonna eat you, dude. I'm gonna eat you, dude.
I will.
Okay, I'll take a bit of a defensive formation here. I know I can hit him with her.
Let's go!
So let's see how we do here.
Let's go!
So this is an example of a combo attack. We're gonna lay that down on him, and there, he's taken out right away. See, I knew I had some of it in me. So you get a certain amount of like movement and attack points and things, but I've pretty much expended everything I can do, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I can get this guy, but I don't want to leave her vulnerable, so maybe I will just end my turn here. They're suddenly not doing a lot of damage.
All men are my servants.
Okay, so again, if we align them, we'll put her...
Let's go!
Oh, wow, I can actually stack them. I didn't think to do that, so... No, I'm not going to stack her. I'll move her over... Maybe if I put her here, and then I will attack this guy. And I'll stack her on top of him. I'll move the Prinnies up. They're a little more disposable, sad but true. So I'll register. And I'll surround him with the Prinnies. And there we go.
Let's go!
So got rid of him. So he might be able to attack him now, actually. Nope. No. No. Jeez, Lou. The controls are much more precise, like much more speedy and precise than a lot of other strategy RPGs are. Because normally the cursor isn't so speedy, so I'm used to the games like Final Fantasy Tactics where you have to take a little bit of extra time to wait for the menus to register. But anyway, so let's see how the Prinnies do getting rid of this guy. Oh, we actually got rid of him. There we go. We didn't even take a single hit there. Go us. Not really. I mean, he got, Killian got hit with 0 damage worth of attacks, but you did well for your first time. At this rate, you'll be used to this very soon. Yeah, I will. By the way, there's something on the ground. What are those things? Those are the spoils of battle. They're called stage bonuses. So this, I think, is what we won there. The prizes you earn for clearing a stage, depending on how well you perform during a battle, depending on the unit's actions, the bonus gauge will fill. The more it fills, the more prizes you get. It's this gauge, right? What you can do to fill up the bonus gauge. You fill the bonus gauge by defeating enemies with combos. You seek to attack an enemy consecutively with multiple allies. I see. So the more people you fight with, the easier it is to charge the bonus gauge. That's another reason to be smart with your combo attacks. And that's another thing about Disgaea that's a really, really smart system, is it's not just about exploiting strategy to, you know, defeat enemies in the quickest and most possible and most efficient way, excuse me. It's more about doing it with finesse, like kind of exploiting your allies in the best way possible so that you can get even more goodies, which will help you play better. You basically get out of the game what you put into it in a really nice way. That is not totally done to the same extent in most other strategy RPGs, like even big ones like Fire Emblem, which is pretty cool. And what is this one-time bonus? The one-time bonus is set for every stage. It's a bonus you can only get once if you completely fill the gauge. Most of the time it's better than the other prizes. Until you get it, the one-time bonus will remain. If you fail to obtain it, keep trying until you get it. Well, what a good value. Let's completely fill the bonus gauge. That gives you a nice incentive to go back and master missions. It's very cool. Check the bonus list from the menu, see all the bonus items you can get from the stage. If there's a bonus you really want, then you should try your best to fill the bonus gauge. Okay, so
You okay?
there's our top-ranking players. An award ceremony, is it for my beauty? Well, top-ranking players. Top-ranking characters, I should say. Go easy on me. It's Victoria Day. It's a holiday for Canadians, so my brain's not totally activated. But anyway, tutorial MVP. This is to award the MVPs of the stage. Characters who contributed the most to filling the bonus gauge are awarded here. They'll be rewarded with bonus experience and mana for their efforts. It's a shortcut to getting strong. I'll keep the strategies for filling the bonus gauge in mind. Alright, so there we have it. Killia, you can now use the recruiter, dude. Hey, sorry, the preparations took longer than I thought. At the recruiter, you can recruit personnel that suit your requirements. If you feel understaffed, come to me. That's how we get more units. Well, great timing, Sir Killia. Let's take a tour. You can never have too many servants. So I'm going to go visit the recruiter here.
Thanks!
You're here. You can recruit personnel from other netherworlds and meet your requirements from here. What should I do to get more servants? If you want to increase the number of characters, select the top option, hire character. You will need hell or money to recruit them, but I'll give you the first one for free. How lucky of me. Sir Killia, let's try recruiting. Okay, so what do we got here? Click the class that you'd like to recruit. The variety is smaller than I thought. Why can't I just recruit a strong dragon? If you haven't earned the trust of their class, then you won't recruit them. Eventually, classes will support you if you solve the quest they submit or if you get famous from fighting the Lost. Let me briefly talk about the different classes. First, the Warrior/Valkyrie. Their duty is to fight on the front lines. Warriors use their endurance for close combat. The female, unlike the male, has high speed and specializes in hit and runs. She's also good with a bow. Next, Magician. Witch, they use magic from a distance. If you use the magic the enemy's weak to, expect high damage. The Magician has stronger magic, so he's useful for fighting strong enemies, although he burns through SP quicker, so don't use too much magic and run out of SP before the boss arrives. That's a good tip for RPGs in general, not just strategy RPGs. The Witch lacks magical power, but she uses SP more efficiently, so she can use magic non-stop. Some demons are ridiculously strong against physical attacks, so you'll want a magic user in your party for sure. Next, the monks. They're experts with fists, so they mainly fight by taking the enemy's attack and counterattacking. The males aim for strong counterattacks, while the females are speedy and evade attacks for a truly offensive style. Next, the clergy cleric. The healers. Their combat abilities are weak, but they have a key role in healing allies. I would want to fight in a party that doesn't have any healers. The males specialize in support magic. In addition to healing, they can cure ailments while they heal. That's a male heretic. Interesting fact. I know it doesn't look like one. The females have really strong healing abilities. When fighting a strong enemy, she'll be of great help. Also, as they level up, they'll learn the all-inclusive curing spell, Espoir, which will be of great help. Ailments are basically cured by use of that spell or the item Fairy Dust. You should learn it as soon as possible. Next, the Mage. She specializes in using items. She can use items on top of doing other actions, so she serves many roles. Also, she can use the attack item Throwing Knife and then attack after that. Lastly is the Prinny. Monster characters like Prinnies are different than humanoids. The biggest characteristics of monsters is that they use the magic change of the command to become a humanoid's weapon. The type of weapon they become through magic change depends on the monster's race, so make sure the weapon suits the ally. That's it for the introductions. I've said a lot, but if you have a Magician, Witch, and a Clergy Cleric, you're fine for now. Okay, so I'm going to take the safe route. I'm going to hire a Cleric. Next, insert the name you'd like to recruit a demon to have. Can you really find someone who meets everything we're looking for, even down to the name? The netherworlds are huge. Surprisingly, we can. Oh, boy. That's actually pretty funny. Pretty funny justification for being able to rename your allies in a lot of these classic-style Japanese RPGs. Alright, I'll search for the name, and... Oh, there are actually quite a few. This is getting sad, dude. Okay. So, I'm fine with Caitlin. I guess that's her name. So... Okay. Next, select the capability. The better capability, the stronger the demon will be, but it'll cost you. But it's free this time, right? Yes, but you can only select between good for nothing and incompetent. That hurts. My, how cheap of you. So, yeah, as you can see here, you need a certain amount of hell to recruit strong units. And good for nothing will give you a cheap ally, but they're not going to be very useful, so they're basically going to be cannon fodder. We're probably going to want to spend the slight extra hell and go with incompetent. Stats the demon you want to recruit. Even if they're the same class, if one has a higher capability, then their stats will be higher than average. If their class prides itself for their strength, you can ask for one with even more strength, or maybe one with stamina. On the other hand, a low capability monster may have lower stats than usual. It all depends on the class. They are truly helpless. Yes, yes they are. Okay. So we can apply a bonus to one of these stats. I'm going to say defense, just because. Make her slightly harder to kill. Next, select the level of the demon you're recruiting. You have to pay more hell for higher level recruits. Alright, can we please get one that's level 9,999? It's free after all. There is a limit to what you can select. If you want to recruit a high level demon, you have to be equally strong. So if I want to hire a strong demon, I have to get stronger. That makes sense. So we'll put her up to... It's one more hell to put her up a level, so we'll do that. Next, select the personality of the demon you want to recruit. This will not affect their stats, so choose whatever you like. Again, like I said, despite the sense of humor to Disgaea, there's a lot of depth to the strategy. Like, there's a reason why this is one of the most beloved strategy RPG franchises of all time. Right up there with Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre and what have you. So, in that case, I want someone who's loyal, smart, efficient, works hard, doesn't complain, and will work for free. That's impossible, dude. Okay. So, personality. We got open-minded, saintly, and pregnant. We have... Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna... I just can't sometimes with this guy. Okay. I'm gonna pick saintly healer. Finally select the color. This also won't affect the stats, so choose whatever suits you. I'll dye them my color. Okay, so we can choose... I kind of like this one. Let's go with that one. Start recruiting with your selected requirements. If there are any problems, select yes. When you approve, you'll be charged for the hell, so make sure everything is correct. It's free this time, so I won't lose any hell. Alright, there we go. Great job, the recruitment is complete. The maintenance on the Dimension Gate is just finished too. We've replenished our forces for now, so let you decide whether we're going to progress or continue to recruit. Before you go into battle, make sure you don't forget to equip the recruit first. Don't send them out to battle unarmed. Again, good advice. So we're going to pay another visit to the equipment shop. Celestial Hostess has been added to the special content shop. Kunoichi has been added to the special content shop. Sorcerer's been added to the special content shop. Okay. So if you so choose, you can ignore that million hell bonus if you don't want the absurd advantage, but... Anyway, actually, I better check to see what her equipment is first. That might be smart. So, main weapon, none. Water. What the... She has absolutely nothing. I was thrown because when I highlighted the weapon, I just looked at the thing there at the bottom there about the water being freezing. Like I said, Disgaea is pretty ridiculous, but pretty fun and very well designed. Disgaea 5 was already very well received on the PS4, so it's no surprise that it continues to be excellent on the Switch. But I'm gonna try to find something. Just a stick. Is this really the best name they could come up with? Okay, I'm just gonna give her one of these because she's not really good at physical attacks anyway. So, I'll give her a pot lid. Just a wrinkly clothes. Usual stuff. Maybe a sub-weapon. I'll give her 2 sticks, maybe. Customer rank up. I assume that means you get better equipment when the customer rank goes up. Give her just a stick. Maybe I'll give her the water pistol, too. No, I'll give her the stick. Pot lid, wrinkly clothes. That's about all we've got so far. Nope. I had to jump a little bit there as I was talking to her. Let me pour a delicious tea for you, Master. Alright, I'm going to prepare it, so please wait a few minutes. Okay.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Alright, let's pick a new destination. Where do we want to go? So we'll go to the Shriveled Vein. We'll see what's there. Fortunately, the early game battles in Disgaea are pretty simple. It's later in the game where it starts getting really brutal.
I was getting tired of waiting, you lost bastards!
Lost? No, we're...
So, have you come to take the head of me, the Overlord of Bloodport, Logan? You overwhelmed me with numbers in the previous battle, but it's not gonna be that easy for you this time!
I'm seriously repressing the urge to make so many Wolverine jokes.
Even though I've gotten long in the tooth, and I'm wounded all over, I was once the feared throwing Overlord, and I'm still sharp! Lift and throw! Lift and throw! Lift and then throw!
Is he having a stroke? Can I just keep walking?
Well, how is that? I've reached my limit, brother.
Yeah, steady diet of cake and beer will do that to you.
He's out of breath before the battle even starts.
To comic effect.
Looks like this is all a big misunderstanding, but I doubt he's gonna let us leave without a fight.
Good. Another convenient chance to show off the gameplay mechanics.
Oh, Sir Killia, you're eating again? Acting so casual before fighting an overlord. Now that is my Sir Killia for you.
This is a great opportunity. I'll teach you all about lifting and throwing.
Alright. Battle on. Want to see the lift and throw tutorial? Yes, please. Another unique mechanic in Disgaea.
Alright, I'll explain how lift and throw works.
Let's go!
Okay, so again, it took control away from me there.
Enemies won't always be within your attack range. That's just a reality. What should you do in that situation?
I know. Just make a pretty charge.
You're too cruel to your prinnies.
I agree.
Tutorial. Lift and throw. You should use lift and throw to reach enemies that are far away or up high. Go ahead and give the lift command a try by lifting me up.
Me lift up Sir Killia? That's impossible. I've never held anything heavier than a slice of cake.
So much truth in that sentence.
Just do it.
All men are my servants. Here I am. Oh my, I was able to do it.
Alright, now throw me toward the enemy.
Through the power of narrative contrivance! I hate when the tutorials go so slow when they're
number
picking
surrounded
things.
by the circle is the distance you can throw. It's 4 right now, but it depends on who's throwing.
Yeah!
And that's it. Now the distance to the enemy is closer, and your attacks can reach them. Next, how to apply it.
Yeah, dude!
You can lift more than one character.
Yeah!
Great!
As impressive as it is
Sir
ridiculous.
You can lift multiple allies like this to form a tower. After that, you can throw them in order to travel farther distances.
Actually very useful for terrain management in Disgaea, as funny as it looks.
I see. If I throw the Prinny next, then it'll go even further.
That's right. But there are a few things you need to watch out for when lifting and throwing. 1. If you end your turn while lifting an enemy, you'll take damage.
Yeah, don't do that.
2. If you throw a prinny, for some odd reason, they explode.
If you throw a Prinny, it explodes?
You can see where this is gonna go.
Madam Serafina, you don't have to go out of your way to try it.
Toss! Yeah!
No! Dude!
My, how delightful! I mean, very useful. Let's keep throwing Prinnies.
But...
Exploded Prinnies are treated as though they were defeated. It looked like you enjoyed that, but don't do it too much.
Yeah, there are consequences for throwing the pretties around. Kelia, I understand lift and throw are very useful, dude, but monsters like us can't perform the lift command, dude. Does that mean we don't have a future? Don't worry, monsters have their own specialties. Tutorial, Montoss and Receive. Instead of lift, monsters have Montoss. Unlike throw, the destination of a Montoss is set for you. You won't be able to hold the humanoid up, so be careful. Yeah, their monsters have sort of a set throwing ability, like they can still do it, but it doesn't work quite the same way as with humanoid characters. As I reiterate what the game said. So we get Montoss. Alright, I'll do some tossing, dude. Also, if you throw a unit on top of an allied monster, the monster will perform a receive. Yeah, you can actually pass them around like a football. When receive happens, the monster will bounce a unit in the direction it's facing equal to its throw range. Also, unlike throwing, receiving doesn't count as an action for the monster. By using this effectively, you can throw a character really far. That's amazing. Seems like our future is looking bright, dude. However, pretties who are tossed by Montoss will explode. Be careful. Again, don't throw pretties carelessly.
Let's go!
So again, No. Maybe over here. Again, the controls are surprisingly agile for a strategy RPG. I imagine it's like this on the PS4 too, but yeah, on the Switch, it's just as slippy.
All men are my servants.
Actually, maybe I'll put her behind there. No, she can't go there. Okay, I'll put her here. Nope, I forgot to select move because I'm silly. So, yeah, we can't really do anything here. So maybe I'll make her defend. Maybe I'll make him defend too.
Yeah, dude!
So just for the sake of showing it off, I'm gonna see if I can... Oh, I might have messed this up. Shoot. Okay.
I'm doing this!
I'll move Caitlyn over here.
I will!
Jackie, I can move over there.
Yeah, dude!
So if I lift him...
Here you go!
So I'm gonna... No, I want to go throw. Okay, so if I throw him here... There we go. We actually did... So we did some damage to him. That's what happens when you throw a Prinny. I probably don't need two Prinnies, so I'll go over there. Like they were saying earlier, there's no permadeath in Disgaea 5, thankfully, so that makes it a little less hair-raising than Fire Emblem, but... You have to go to the hospital to get your allies back, though. So I'll end the turn. Play this defensively.
Master!
Those guys aren't going to come after me, I don't think, so... What I'll do, maybe, is... Nope, not the status. I want her to move here. Because if they're not going to come after me, then maybe I'll surround him like so. No, not her. I want him. And then we can get a nice combo going there. Maybe I'll get the Prinny to attack him there. No, the Prinny can't move far enough. Shoot. Okay. What about the maid, maybe? Yeah, okay. So I'll get the maid to go help with that. Because he's going down anyway. Keep these guys.
Yeah!
There we go. Took him out pretty easily.
Master!
Yeah, see, like I said, they're not going to do anything. Okay. I'm going to move here. If I move there. And then I'll see...
Here I am!
So he can probably take on these guys by himself. I'll see if I can get her to... He's probably going to take a few hits. So I'm just going to focus on moving these guys into position here. attack? Oh, yeah, he can. Okay. No, execute that. There we go, we got him. Thank you. Triple strike learned. Yeah. Looks like your weapon mastery level increased. Weapon mastery. You can earn weapon mastery experience for using weapons or taking damage. When your weapon mastery level increases, you can draw more abilities with the weapon. Again, this is much like Fire Emblem, and lots of strategy RPGs have this. You can also learn weapon-exclusive skills. Act assertive to increase your weapon mastery level. I didn't end the turn. No, okay.
Bang!
Okay, really? They didn't do anything there. All right, I'll see if I can pick her up.
Here I am.
Move there, maybe. Because again, Kilia's probably just going to get rid of him. I can't lift her up too. Shoot. Okay. In that case, so maybe I'll just get him to take him out. Nope. I gotta register the attack first. It takes a bit of getting used to with Disgaea, but it is a cool way to play a strategy RPG, to have these team-up attack options. Especially when these guys aren't doing dick to Kilia. Okay. So I'll see if I can throw her up here now that she's safe. And yeah, that's... maybe I can lift her
Leave
up.
it to me.
Deceptively strong healer. I'll go throw her over. But Prinny's probably going to be stuck down here, unfortunately. So, yeah. Normally this would be bad, but since it's an early battle, I think I can just manage with those units.
Master!
Okay. I'll get a distance fighter. See if I can hit him. Yep, just barely. We can get him. No. So I'll try and... no. What I'll try and do is I'll try and draw them over by putting him here. Let's see if that works. I think this only... yeah, this only affects adjacent squares. So what I'm going to do is put her over there then. I'll have to leave those two there, but like I said, don't think I need a healer.
Yeah.
Let's end the turn. Hope the boss doesn't hurt us too badly. Ouch.
I'm doing this.
It's actually a lot less damage than I thought he would do, so... you know, just to stick it to her, I'm going to be greedy and go for the treasure, because clearly he's not going to do that much damage to her. Get the... maybe I gotta walk over the chest. Shoot. Here, I'll move her here. Give this to her. Just keep her strong. That's just how you use items, just for the sake of demonstrating it. I think you might have to walk over the chest to get it. Okay. I'll see if I can get her over there. This is probably a little reckless, but that's okay.
Yeah. That.
Ouch. Yeah. Like I said, maybe a little reckless, but... let's end the turn. Yeah, lost my maid there. But that's okay, because we're still plenty in this, but she's going to have to go to the hospital now.
Great.
How do I open the chest? Alright, well in that case, I'm just going to go take this guy out then. Just move her over here. He's already done.
This is unexpected.
Okay, so... and turn. I don't think that last guy's gonna really do anything. Might need a certain class to get into those chests. I feel embarrassed because I don't know how to get into those chests anymore. Okay. Because normally in a lot of strategy RPGs, you just, well, I guess in Fire Emblem, again, you need a thief to open the chests, but in Final Fantasy Tactics, I remember you could just walk over things. Nope, we learned Tri-Burst.
Let's go!
There's our combo attack. Probably overkill, but whatever, it did the job. Alright, there we go. So, we didn't fill the bonus gauge that much in that battle, but we got some hell for that.
You okay?
There we go. Aw, nobody was there. They were the only two people that did anything in this battle, apparently. Skip the demo. No. What demo? Oh, I guess it's the cutscenes.
You! Let me tell you something, brother. This ain't over.
So that's kind of a decent option if you've already played through the PS4 version and you're primarily buying the Switch version to take it on the go. You can skip over any story scenes you would have already seen on PS4. That's not a bad touch.
The Lost have taken everything from me, but I still have my pride as an overlord, dude. I, Logan, the Throwing Overlord, shall exact my revenge against you someday, dude. You better believe it, brother.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Looks like he was just one more victim of the Lost. That concludes the basics of battle. You did well for your first time. You should be just fine without me. All right, looks like this is goodbye.
No, you are mine, Sir Killia. Wherever you go, even if you go to the ends of Celestia, I shall follow you.
How do you figure?
Your objective is to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark, correct? My objective is to erase Void Dark and rupture the marriage of convenience that my father decided upon on his own, which means we are both in the same boat. We both seek to defeat Void Dark. No, it's more like we're husband and wife.
That's some grade A delusion right there.
How did you jump to that conclusion?
Yeah, I'm actually with Killia there, even under all that angst.
Well, maybe not husband and wife, but we do share the same objective. So don't you think it'd be more efficient to work together?
Yeah, but it's you.
I can't see how working with someone who has no fighting experience would be efficient.
Truth.
I will make sure I never drag you down.
Lie.
So please, Sir Killia, let me stay by your side.
What you're saying and what you're doing are pretty contradictory, don't you think?
At least she's not in a cat costume. Still recovering from Akiba's beat there.
Well, that's because I'm a demon.
Killia, we can now use the quest shop, dude. The quest shop is now open. There are already a lot of quests from many different netherworlds. Does anyone want to handle these? Anyone, please? Oh man, it looks so busy, dude. Killia, you need to hurry up and help them. Aren't you guys going to help? No, it's better to leave these jobs to skillful people like you. I mean, we're printies, dude. Ah, look at this quest, dude. Discover Killia's weakness. The reward is 1 million sardines. I'll do it, dude. Leave it to us. Killia, we can now use the request form, dude. Okay. So I'm just going to take a quick look at these quests. Let's see. Go and accept a request. I'm glad everyone sees you posting requests, but no one's accepting them. That is going to help us. If you complete a request, you'll get a nice reward, so please complete a lot of them. So, yeah, there is actually quite a lot here. So I'll just take a look at a couple of these. Combat lecture. You could say that Madame Seraphina is extremely new at combat, dude. I'm sorry, Sir Killia, but please teach Madame Seraphina how to fight. We beg you, dude. Seraphina's pretty servant. So the difficulty there is at the bottom. A lot of these are really easy. These two are a little more trying, but 3 stars even is probably going to be a little bit much for us right now. But we'll start with combat lecture. Alright, so if I go to review it, conclude it. You can conclude it or abandon it there. There's our log of, let me see. Target Netherworld, Blood Parch, target stage, Dried Up Wasteland, times needed, do it once. And we haven't completed any quests, so we're just gonna... We probably don't need to... Actually, maybe I should go to the hospital.
Fix you up.
Welcome to the Netherworld Hospital. We fully heal all the damage you taken in battle. However, I'll have to charge you for amount of HP and SP recovered, but I do have a reward system where I get prizes free from customers. Get hurt, but don't get annihilated. Okay, so I'll get treated. Yeah, see, Rupert and Jackie need to be. That's 44 hell to raise both of them. Like I said, kind of nice that permadeath is not in Disgaea, because Disgaea is challenging enough without permadeath. But, okay, we'll claim the prize. I don't know what that's about. So, Basically, yeah, that's your House of Life. If you get a unit that falls, you pay some hell to bring them back.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Enter the stage. We'll go there.
Let's end this quick!
So we'll fight some pretties, because this is going to be super simple.
All men are my servants.
Might not even need any more units beyond that. Oh, Sneeze is coming back.
Let's
It's
go!
my turn. Yeah.
No! Dude, no!
Ugh,
Dude!
Sneezes are not wanting to come out today. I was going to try and time it with the attack for humorous effects, but that didn't work. Alright, end turn.
Sup, dude? Sup, dude?
Dick. It's like Adam West Batman there.
Sup, dude?
Let me thank you.
No! Dude, no!
Yeah, that's
All men are my
stupid easy.
servants.
Okay. Let's go attack. Attack. Her. Nope, not move. Attack.
Are you
My
ready?
turn. It's my turn.
No! Dude!
Oh,
Dude!
easy.
Thank you.
Go level up. We'll clear the stage. There we go. We got a Pebble Axe in all 48 hell. So
You
great.
okay?
What? Oh, come on. Put her in there, too. That's rude. Okay. I guess we go back and see. There we go. Yeah, we completed the quest. So we'll get our reward for that.
As I thought.
So I'll review the quest. That's completed. We got 500 hell for completing that. So there's plenty to do in the game, but as I was saying before, it's pretty much beat for beat the same as the PS4 version, beyond the fact that formal PSN trophies aren't in it, and you can take this version on the go because of the Switch's handheld unit. So now that I've shown that kind of decent stretch of the game, I think I'm going to cut the stream here. This is a game that's been available since 2015 on the PS4. Great game, great strategy RPG, still great on the Switch. The Switch version appears to be very faithful to it, runs perfectly, same great fun mechanics. So if you really enjoy Disgaea and you want to play the game on the go, or maybe you're discovering it for the first time, this is a good jumping on point, especially with the portability. And as you've seen, the early points of the game are pretty accessible. The game is releasing to the public tomorrow, May 23rd. It will be $60 US and $80 Canadian. It'll be available at retail and on the Switch eShop. With that said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to my first ever Nintendo Switch stream. This has been fun. If you enjoyed the game, if you enjoyed my commentary, feel free to follow me on Twitch. If you want to tip me a few PayPal dollars on the way out, the donation button's below the screen. With that said, you guys have a right sexy evening. I will see you later.